Hi, everyone. Welcome to your second half of November 2024 reading. Holy guacamole, I can't believe we're almost done with 2024. In a lot of ways, hallelujah. Yay. And in other ways, it's kind of like, but we are definitely on the precipice of something new. There's a lot going on. We'll talk about it, don't worry. But generally speaking, we got some stuff going on in the cosmos right now. Let me explain. So, as I'm recording this, we are just outside of the Taurus full moon. So, take a look back if you keep record or if you journal. Take a look back at the Taurus new moon, which would have happened probably in May. See what you were trying to manifest, where you are on your path to manifesting all of that stuff, and see where you are under this full moon. It's a great time to surrender if you're like, that's not exactly what I was going for. Maybe you changed your mind, or maybe you got what you were trying to manifest and you decided, okay, great, on to the next thing. Or, ooh, be careful what you wish for because I actually didn't want that. So it's a great time to go back to the drawing board, surrender anything, get rid of the blocks that might be keeping you from those manifestations. This is a general reading, so whatever fits for you, awesome. Don't try to shoehorn yourself into anything. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. But generally speaking, even if you weren't totally sure what you were looking to manifest back then, the full moon energy lasts for a while, so until the new moon. So you got a couple of weeks that you can continue surrendering anything that's standing in your way, find where Taurus is in your chart, what house it's in, all the layers of the onion that is astrology, and see where this is a good opportunity for you to surrender anything that has been blocking you or keeping you held back um, in the past, any stories that you've been telling, because we're still in Scorpio season for a few more days. So shadow work is awesome to do right now, especially combined with a full moon. So lots of releasing, letting go of anything, especially old stories that you've been telling yourself, anything from previous programming. Yes, it can go back to childhood, but it doesn't have to. It could be from 5 years ago. As Alice in Wonderland says, I can't go back to yesterday, for I was a different person then. And just letting it go so that you can step into this next chapter. And one of the main reasons you could be feeling that is because we are on the precipice. Two things. One, we are on the precipice of Sagittarius season, which is ruled by awesome Jupiter, the planet of luck, abundance, travel, all the good stuff, curiosity, learning new things. Think about the Sagittarians in your life. They're probably adventurous and life of the party. Saggies, I love you. You know I do. So taking that kind of energy, and it's perfect for the season of light that we're coming into in December. There are like 15 different holidays that happen across the globe in December. So it's a fabulous, fabulous time to embrace any kind of travel, even though Mercury will be going retrograde. I'll get to that in a moment. But I don't feel like this particular Mercury retrograde is going to feel so intense because we have Pluto on November 19th going into Aquarius for the next 20 years. Since 2008, Pluto has been in Capricorn, which Caps, I love you, you know I do. They're the workhorses of the zodiac. They like structure and stability and predictability. And this is the way things are. And this is what we're going to do. So Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Scorpios, I love you. You know I do. And that is the death and rebirth, the phoenix. So things that need to be changed are it's about to go down. Because Aquarius is all about the collective, what's good for everybody, not just a small percentage, et cetera, et cetera. So we really are on the precipice. We're here for the age of Aquarius. It's what they've been singing about since the 60s and 70s. I'm very hopeful. I am optimistically, cautiously hopeful for this time. But what that means is Capricorn is an earth sign, very comfortable. And Aquarius is like, we're about to shake this up, because that's what Pluto does. It goes in and it shakes shit up. So here we go. It's about to go down. So that happens on the 19th. We move into Sagittarius season on the November 21st. And then we have wonderful, fabulous. Do you hear the sarcasm in my voice when it comes to Mercury retrograde on November 26th? Just in time for Thanksgiving in the US. Yay, as if our tables weren't already going to be a little bit tense. Here we go. So take a look at Mercury retrograde. This is an opportunity for you to take a look at the things that have been holding you back. So we're really into that energy. Things that have been holding you back, things that old stories, old narratives, old ways of being, let it go, especially with this full moon energy. The things, Taurus is a creature comfort. Taurians, I love you. They're not a bull in a china shop. They're the bull wearing a flower crown, laying out in the field, sunning themselves, chewing the hay. Like, we're good. I'll move if I have to. But ruled by Venus, much like Libra, ruled by Venus, and loves, it's the creature comfort. It's the creature comfort. Loves the things that make us feel good, because who doesn't, right? We love the things that make us feel good. Massages, mani-pedis, facials, exercise, comfort food, you name it. The things that make us happy. So I'm not saying you need to get rid of that. Don't. Definitely do the things that make you feel good, always. We have a very finite, short amount of time on this planet. Do the things that make you happy. Harm to none. All the good stuff. With Mercury retrograde, it's a fabulous time to review, rejuvenate, redo, like a do-over, all the re's. So I'll do a separate reading around that later, maybe next week, before I put out the December readings. But for now, what's important for you to know is that it's happening. On top of everything else that's going on, it's happening. And it's okay. We're going to make it through. We always do. It'll be great. So what I'm going to do is I've got the Light-Seer's Tarot. I've got lots of other Oracle decks around me here. We're going to take a look at what you can expect for the next half of November. Kind of like a game, making a game plan here. Reading the energy. Remember, this is always reading energy. Don't give your power away at all to any kind of reading. It's just like GPS. This is the route that it looks like we're going to go. At any point in time, you could turn left when you're supposed to, the GPS says to turn right. And we just take a different scenery. Don't worry. You're always going to get back to where you need to be. But you do have free will. So keep that in mind, knowing that this is just an energy reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to fit yourself into something. If I say career and it's love, if I say love and it's more not romantic, but familial or friendships, take the energy how it resonates for you. Okay. I do that myself, even with the big readers on YouTube that I follow and other spiritualists. And when I get my own personal readings. Okay. Just putting that out there. So let's dive in. Okay, Cancer, let's see what's going on for you for the end, well, not end, but second half, I guess the end of November 2024. Remember, it's energy, it's guidance, not gospel. That's my new thing. It's guidance, not gospel. Go the distance, number 47. 4 and 7 is 11. Too many. Okay. Deck's a little jumpy. This one landed upright on the table, so we'll take it. Milk and Honey, number 51. 5 and 1 is 6. Grab the one that fell on the floor, face down. And, oops, sorry, not the tripod. And one more. There we go. Here and Now, number 32. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 and 6 is 11. Love it when spirit does that. Okay. So what we're looking here is go the distance. This is about persistence and endurance, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. Okay. You're a water sign, Cancer. So I feel like you're okay with that. Like a meandering river. We're just kind of going with the flow, rolling with it, going the distance. Milk and Honey. So obviously we talk about the land of milk and honey and how it's a really good omen. I'll just put it that way. It's a really good thing. It's prosperity and opportunity. So the land of opportunity and abundance, just knowing that your needs are going to be met. And the rainbow there is certainly, it's almost like it's leading to a pot of gold. I had to look at it for a minute. So again, prosperity, that promise of there's always a rainbow after a storm. So it's like this really sweet time in your life. So maybe you are currently in the energy of going the distance, but just knowing that this is the destination. You're coming wow, the messages are coming through so fast. I'm so sorry. Hold on. We need to slow down a little bit, please, Spirit. Okay. So going the distance, maybe you're in that energy right now, or you've been going through that energy, and knowing that when you cross the finish line, it's in that milk and honey territory. So it's this endurance and this strength. Maybe look up cheetah energy because it's a cheetah on this card, and cheetahs are really super fast, agile. They're big cats. They have little tiny baby meows like house cats. It's really cute, but they're going the distance. But this checkered flag here, almost at the end. So if you feel like you've been running this marathon for some time, know that you are very close to your goals. So that final push, keep going. I've been saying that for a while. I feel like right now at this time, I said the end of November into December is going to be this like final push, much like giving birth, this final, like one more just push and then you're through. And I feel collectively like we are going through that right now. So it's a marathon, not a sprint, just keeps coming out at me. Just having that endurance to carry you all the way through. It's been a hard, tough, sweaty, gritty kind of like, because there's this desert energy here. And now you're coming out of this dry spell and into this milk and honey. Oh, that's beautiful, Cancer. I love that for you. Here and now. So this is about being present in the moment, enjoying the ride, enjoying the fruits of your labor as well. But we can't go back to the past because it already happened. Can't go back. I've said this in every single reading so far. I can't go back to yesterday because I was a different person then. Alice in Wonderland. And I'm going to plan for the future. Like there's nothing wrong with planning for the future, but wishing away your current time for something that hasn't happened yet, or worrying about the what ifs of like, well, what's next? Just enjoying. So you've been in this, or you're coming out of this marathon energy. Enjoy your milk and honey. Take this breath. Honor what happened in the past. Plan for the future, but live in the present. That's why they call it a gift. So being present, enjoying the things that you've got now. So however you are in this energy, not worrying about the past or the future, remaining present, or enjoying your past efforts have led you here, take your breath before you start your next big thing. So it's this final push, and then breathe, because you've got this next chapter coming. If we're going to follow the labor and delivery example, you've got the final push, and then just breathe for a while, because your next chapter is beginning. Once you get that baby home and you have to take care of it, it's a whole other ballgame. So a watered down example, but you know what I'm saying. So being fully present right now, one day at a time, marathon, not a sprint energy. So everything happens in the now. What has already happened, happened. What will happen, will happen. But what is happening right now? Stop and take a look around. What's going on for you right now? Where are you in this game of life? Let's see. Let's get some tarot. Whoa. Hold on. So sorry. Deck is very jumpy at the moment. Four of Pentacles in reverse. So, and then the Six of Pentacles. So being judicious, let's say that, with your resources. Yes, Pentacles, it's the tangible stuff. Yes, money, but also time. We cannot make more time. We can make more money, but we can't make more time. What happened if we all woke up tomorrow and all of a sudden, well, those paper bills and metal coins don't mean anything anymore because we don't put value in that anymore. Now it's tree leaves. So money literally grows on trees. It does anyway because it's made out of paper, but you know what I mean. Or crystals. we put value into that. That's what currency is. It's just whatever we decide collectively, arbitrarily, has value. It's the barter system. So that's all it is. And my left ear is ringing like crazy right now. So this Four of Pentacles in reverse is like being judicious, not stingy, but also, so not underspending, not overspending, not being stingy and saving everything like Scrooge. Remember what happened to him? He got visited by 3 ghosts in one night. Ain't nobody got time for that. Just learn from Scrooge and be on with it. So not being stingy, but also not overspending. Spending wisely all of your resources, time, money, energy, spending wisely, being in the present. Six of Pentacles, fair, equal distribution, balance. Balance. So again, this giving and receiving as well. When we give, we receive. When our hands are open to give, they're also open to receive. Niecy Nash. Forget what the name of the show was. Anybody remember? It wasn't Hoarders, but it was kind of like that. It was kind of like Hoarders. All right. King of Wands in reverse will be right here in the center. Knight of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Justice in reverse. So don't let the reversals scare you. I do read in reverse if you're new here. Hi. But don't be afraid of them. What they actually mean is that they show us, reversals show us where there are potential blocks. It's just a different way of reading energy. That's all it is. It's not good or bad. It just is. Like all energy. It just is. So this King of Wands here in reverse, be careful not to give away your power. Reclaim that power. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. So again, more of this, like, don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. When we put the kings and queens are masters of their suit. Wands is fire, passion, creativity. So when we put the court cards on their heads in reverse, it can be overbearing. It could also be giving away your power. So however that fits for you. Again, I'm being drawn back to this Four of Pentacles reverse, don't be stingy kind of energy. equal give and receive. So don't give your power away to somebody, but also don't be overbearing about it. Find the balance of making your needs known so that they can be met, and also drawing your healthy boundaries. Okay. With the Knight of Cups in reverse, Knights are all about action, Cups emotion. So maybe you're being overly emotional or withholding emotion. Again, finding balance. Lots of balance energy here. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, that's about um, having your own cup full, like filling up your own cup. So when we put it in reverse, that cup empties out. So making sure that you're filling up your own cup. Okay, Cancer, you rule all things domestic, the home. So making sure you're a very nurturing sign by nature. So making sure that you are filling up your own cup too. Again, the only card that's upright is the Six of Pentacles. So this equal give and receive. It's not give and take. Take is yucky. Don't want that. It's receive. I am open to receiving what you have to give. And just because it doesn't look a certain way or however it's packaged doesn't mean that it's not the best that somebody can do. I tell this story all the time because it's a fantastic example. I have a good relationship with my dad. Love my dad. Great guy. Learned a lot from him. We have a very healthy relationship. But several years ago, my mom, I was complaining about something. I'm like, why can't dad just whatever I was saying? And she said that his primary love language is acts of service. And when I realized he wasn't trying to be overbearing and telling me, like, it had to do with a chair. Like he said, have a seat. And I'm like, I'm good. I want to stand. I live at a distance from them. So I've been sitting in the car for like an hour and I'm good. I'm good with standing. And he said, I'm going to get you a chair. I'm like, what is your problem? And mom said, it's acts of service. And all of a sudden a light bulb went off and I understood that my dad's way of showing love is by doing things. Getting the chair wasn't telling me to sit down. It was his idea of being comfortable. Have a seat. Because if you're standing up, you're not comfortable. You're not staying. Even though I was staying, I just wanted to stand up. I was good with it, but it wasn't okay for him. He wanted me to be comfortable in his perception. So, okay, fine, Dad. So I finally understood so many things made sense. So if somebody's trying to show you love and you're rejecting it, and it doesn't have to be romantic love. The story I just gave, parent-child. It could be friends, neighbors, coworkers, whatever it is. Apply it how it resonates because everything is either love or fear. Okay. So if someone's trying to do something for you, trying to show you that they care, trying to show you love, and it doesn't show up the way that you think it should, doesn't mean it's wrong. Okay, Cancer. It just means it's their way, the best way that they know how to show you love. So don't reject it. Receive it. With the Justice in reverse, it's like things are out of balance. And maybe that's why. Maybe you're not speaking the same language. Okay, so keeping all of this in mind. I kind of want to pull one more. Seven of Wands. There's those healthy boundaries. All these wands are coming at her and she's completely unbothered. She's like, I'm going to stay in my meditation. I'm drawing my healthy boundaries. No is a complete sentence. So drawing the healthy boundaries comes back here for me to this King of Wands in reverse. I know I just went off on a tangent about receiving love, and this is kind of back to the beginning with drawing your healthy boundaries, making sure that you're spending your resources wisely. No is a complete sentence. So if somebody's like, hey, you need to do this for me, you can say, do I? If so, okay. But if it's not filling up your cup, then no is a complete sentence. Okay. Let's see what maybe you're not seeing in this situation. Listen to the House of Night Oracle for Cancer. What aren't you seeing that would be good for you to know? Here's 47 again. 4 and 7 is 11. Individuality. There's a red cardinal here. So if that means something for you, great. Let me look in the guidebook and see what she has to say. This is a really cool deck. It's just it's not very intuitive. It tells a story. It's really interesting. No two snowflakes can ever be the same, just as you are special and unique too. This is something to celebrate. So that does take me back to the story that I just used about my dad, how you might not be speaking the same language, so to speak. You don't have to have the same love language as someone else. You just have to understand theirs. And they understand yours. So I think that's kind of what you're not seeing here. You're not seeing that. Well, let me come up here too. So there's a couple storylines going on. Take what resonates. Don't try to shoehorn yourself into the reading. Okay. So this is like comparisons. Like someone else crossed a finish line or hit a milestone before you did. So what? Good for them. That's their timeline. Your timeline is different. So comparisons are futile. And then when we come into this other scenario, like you're not speaking the same language, is more like you're not understanding each other's language. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense and that helps you. But like being yourself and making sure that you're communicating well. Communicating is not just talking, it's actively listening as well. Hearing each other out. So Divine Energy Oracle. Aw, count your blessings. I love that. That can get a really bad connotation. So it's not in a shameful, like, oh, you need to count your blessings and be grateful for things. It's more like, yeah, gratitude, milk and honey, being grateful even for the lessons because they've taught you something, Cancer. They've taught you something. And now you get to count more blessings. The universe is always responding to the vibration we're sending out. It responds in kind. So when you are giving gratitude, oh my gosh, thank you so much for seeing me through this safely. This was a really tough lesson for me and you helped me out, universe. Thank you, whoever you talk to. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful that I got through this safely and now I'm in this milk and honey. Oh, I love being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the universe is going to go, you want more milk and honey. Heard. Got it. Yes, chef. Understood. And the same is true if you send out the woe is me kind of vibe. It's going to be like, you want more of that? Okay, here we go. Here's more spoiled milk. Because apparently that's what you want. Okay, fine line, but you see what I mean. So it's not as shameful. You better count your blessings. It's more like when we are grateful for things, the universe will give us more things to be grateful for. Okay. Spellcasting. So clearly you're working on something really good here. Let's see what the universe is sending to help you. Freedom. Yep. Emotional freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. That's what this is all about. Dragonfly. Maybe look up, because there's a dragonfly right here. Maybe look up dragonfly spirit. And this gives me, and there's a dove up here. So this gives me Eight of Swords energy. Eight of Swords is a mental prison. So you're only held back by your own thoughts and beliefs. If you believe that you're the cheetah and you're like, here I go, you're sprinting across the finish line into the milk and honey. But if you believe something different, you're going to get something different. The universe, again, responds. So whatever we see is what we are experiencing. But if we take ourselves out, see that the door is open, and just step outside of that cage of our own beliefs and the things that we were taught and our own self-talk, then we step into milk and honey. Boom. Love that. And the Moonology, because you guys are ruled by the moon. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Yep, conclusions are within reach. You are crossing this finish line. You're at this final push. It's time to step outside. Maybe getting out of your comfort zone. Sorry, Cancer. Get out of your shell. Get out of your shell. You crabs. Get out of there and step into the land of milk and honey, because you deserve it, right? Like, I deserve the good stuff. I've been a good steward of my resources. I'm trying to communicate with love. I'm setting healthy boundaries, bringing things into balance. Yes, Cancer, yes. So that's your guidance. Do with it what you will. If you want your own personal reading, all my info is in the description box below. Have an interesting 2 weeks. Let me know what's going on and how it works out for you. And I will see you next time. Take care.